Kyren Williams. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Rams and the Titans, next on Madden Football.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Huard. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, the second pick of the second round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
I'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. They'll run here with Tyjae Spears. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. The Rams get 2 him, and he's dropped. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
The Titans sending out Ryan Stonehouse now on 4th down to in turn send a punt away. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
The first carry now for Kyren Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another run for Williams. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Stafford now on third down. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the first down as he stays in bounds.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Stafford from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Draw play. This is Williams. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now it's 4th and long.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a second time. Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give to Pollard from the gun. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, ball at the 36. Spears on the give, headed right. And he's got a modest gain up to the 41-yard line. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Levis. Pass caught by Ridley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Levis. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Putting a receiver in motion. To throw again on second down, Levis. Throw reeled in by Allen. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
They're set up at the 35 now. Levis now on first down. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Spears running behind center. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They run once more with Spears. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Allen, the motion man left. Now the give as they set up the jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Levis from the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Katie York now on for the field goal. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're on the board.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyren Williams again. And he's been a frequent visitor to the end zone over the first couple of months of this season. Right now actually leading the league in rushing touchdowns. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
53, ready. 20.
They fake the handoff now, Stafford. He's going deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready. 10.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ethan Evans on down to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Escapes a defender. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Titans will get set to take over. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stop made by Braden Fisk. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Levis back to throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Rams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Like 54. 32.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He put everything he had into this one. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Amani Hooker has it. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Levis here on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's on the move. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Katie York now on for the field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Groupie sends it through. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On second down, a run with Williams. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Here's Stafford. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running the back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
On the play fake, it's Levis. Rolling out to his left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backward. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
3rd and long, here's Levis. That throw finds Okonkwo. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. Takes this in the area of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Titans will enjoy some great field position on the short side of the field. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Levis now off the play fake. He fires one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Looking to throw, Levis. Allen on the catch. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Titans who have it, 2nd and 9. Here's Levis. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Levis. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Groupie sends it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, and he's delivering.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams headed out to the field now. And they haven't been able to find their way on the scoreboard just yet as the deficit has reached 9 points. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Alert! Hey, 22! Double right! Alert! 59!
Stafford from the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First red zone trip of the game for the Rams. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Throwing now from the gun. On the move, headed right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. A throw right side, finds Cup. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Now Stafford again. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
It's 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Stafford. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
3rd and goal, it's Stafford. Has it down close. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams cut the lead down to just 2. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. We've reached halftime. What a game we've got so far. Just 2 points separating these teams. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who are on top as that game has gone to halftime. Ken Walker, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we take the long plane ride back to Florida to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Roman Wilson, a touchdown reception. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. To throw, Stafford. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. He puts everything behind this. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams jump in front now by 5. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And this one does not go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Levis. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Levis from the shotgun. Stays in the pocket. That's caught at the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Now the shotgun to give to Spears. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Levis. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field. They can't blame him for the deficit. He's been doing all he can to kick them into contention. That's now his 4th field goal. And all those kicks he's made are part of why the lead is still close.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A run with Williams. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 26 on 2nd down. He'll get this to Cobb. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now it's Williams. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Another run for Williams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. A handoff to Williams. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Amani Hooker with the tackle. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Cut near the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
53, ready.
Williams will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They try again with Williams. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Rams push this to an 8-point game. Kyren Williams, the touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams push the lead to 2 scores now. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They give to Pollard from the gun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Levis setting to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
They're set up at the 35 now. So we're through 3 here. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on first down, Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Levis to the air now. He puts some juice on a deep throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
The home team, stun receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. This winning streak has been impressive for him. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. Williams now on 1st and 10. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll run. This is Williams. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that grows their lead to 12.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Levis now off the play fake. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing is Levis. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Levis. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, you call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. Forced out to him, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. They'll go Levis. Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans now within one score in the fourth. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
On is Cade York for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Out come the Rams on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Give to Williams from the gun. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
On third down, here's Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff now, Stafford. Got for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Draw play. This is Williams. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams leading by 5. Second down now, 7 to go. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Straight ahead with Williams. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Williams. And he takes it into the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Kyren Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams push the lead up to 12. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Uh-oh, he's in trouble, and the Rams bring him down. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. Boyd hauls it in. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Darius Williams with the INT. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. They can trot out that victory formation here, Brock. Send us all home. No timeouts left to stop that clock. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. So they take a knee here, and they stay perfect on the season. Another victory added on to their streak.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. He's down to a knee, and the Rams getting ready to celebrate this win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Rams are winners as we say